somebody just called the serpent.
Currently in the God of War community, the most widely asked question is, who blew the horn? I won't be speculating who blew the horn, at least in this video, although that being said, we need to establish, at least loosely, who are the most likely candidates for this theory to make sense. I created a poll on Reddit months ago asking the God of War community who they believe blew the horn, and here are the results. To no surprise, most believe it was either Atreus, Kratos or Mimir from the future. However, Atreus was the most voted. I've always believed Atreus from the future blew the horn, and therefore I'll be using him to support my theory. With that established, let's begin. Not only does the game reference Odin's ravens, but so does lore and legends and the novelization multiple times. We know Odin has scattered his ravens throughout Midgard, monitoring anyone and everything, as a means to gain as much knowledge as possible in hopes to tip the odds come Ragnarok. However, some may argue when Atreus fell sick, the Cedar Protection rune was still intact, so wouldn't this mean they were hidden from his watch up until this point? Yes, this is true, however, this didn't mean Odin wasn't free to send his ravens wherever he pleased, even with the rune intact. The rune merely hid the pair, making the task of tracking them difficult. This means we can confidently say Odin has been monitoring Tyr's temple from the very moment it was built, not to mention he speculated it held the answer for where the Unity Stone was located. With this in mind, Odin has likely seen the future Atreus communicate with Jormungandr, granted he likely didn't understand the conversation as the serpent speaks a dead tongue. Now, what would be the reason for Atreus to travel from the future to seek Jormungandr? Either A, to inform or warn him of something that happened in the future, or B, to request his help either in battle or request his help in finding something. Regardless, while Odin wouldn't have understood the conversation, he will have learned of one important fact. Atreus can now speak the ancient dead tongue, which would imply he learned it from a Jotun. But we know by the end of God of War 2018, all the Jotnar in Jotunheim are dead. Presumably, Odin is aware of this fact too. Odin would know Atreus found a way to learn the tongue either through the revived giants, or that being from the future, he learned the tongue in an alternate Jotunheim. But why is this important? Because all of this time we believed we were a step ahead of Odin, killing Baldur, Magni and Modi, finding the Unity Stone, and finding an alternate path to Jotunheim. But now this would mean Odin is aware of a future Atreus or Kratos. What if he found a means to learn the ancient tongue and understood the conversation? It's not a stretch to assume, considering he gained the prophecy of Ragnarok from Groa way back, someone who had the gift of prophecy, a power unheard of for the Aesir. Yet, Odin found a way to gain the knowledge. But as always, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Odin knows who blew the horn, or perhaps something else? Please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you enjoyed. It truly helps out the channel. Thanks for watching, take care.